How you doing? How you doing, Aaron? How you keeping, buddy? Just running a little bit, stretching. Just finished work, so it's good to do a little bit of stretching, mainly when you start getting older. If you don't stretch, you're gonna be a proper pain in the ass later on when you get back home. Who is this one here? Rico. How you doing, Rico? What am I doing? I'm training, stretching. Slow movement for conditioning on the floor. Just trying to try and keep the balance. Literally train balance. That's what I'm doing at the moment. Later on in the evening, I'm gonna have classes of martial arts, but now it's just a bit of stretching. Oh, nice to hear you doing fine. Fantastic. I hope you're having a really good day. If you like here, don't forget to subscribe to the page and all these things I'm doing here. Doing good. Keep up the great work. But thanks for that, Aaron. Thanks very much, buddy. So yeah, just carry on the little bit of stretching. And if you guys want to stretch, make a bit of space in there and let's join me. IDK, how you doing? Black Clown. Of course I'm Black Clown, you little prick dickhead. How you doing? Oh boys, age, age. You know, the best thing of this, why I cannot show the message. Okay, so moderator handle that, that's absolutely fine. The good things about this channel here is you don't have to worry about saying anything. Whatever you're saying there, whatever comment, whatever criticism, everything will be taken as fuck it, I don't give a shit. So you can say whatever you want in there, I can say whatever I want here. This channel is not monetized, it's not to make victimism around people. Here is to be free, to say whatever you feel like, to comment, to criticize, to make notes, to ask questions, and you can swear as much as you want. Bring your worst shit, guys. Balance. I used to have one body. I used to have good balance. When I was at your age, when I was in my 20s, and I didn't have problems on the back, on the shoulder, my balance was quite good back then. Now, it's really stretch and practice just to keep a little bit the strength, but it's not the same. You know, you will feel it as you get old. You really understand the body is not working the same, so you need to change a few habits, you know, just to adjust to it, you know. And of course going much slower, doing things slower and slower, but with more care, going really careful with every single thing that what you do, you know, to avoid injuries. Like, I cannot afford to have any more broken bones like before. Do you remind me of the guy Never Back Down? No surrender. That's also. I wish I had his money though. Hey, Clips, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Thanks for coming back. How you keeping? Yeah, just doing a bit of stretching here today, because tonight the class in Leeds from 8 p.m. So don't forget to come to the class tonight. Not sure how many students will be coming because it's kids' holiday in England now. It's half term, so a lot of the parents, they are taking the kids for a holiday or to go somewhere to see parents, grandparents, and stuff. So maybe won't be many people around. But for those who will be around, you'll be more than welcome to come and see a bit of music or a bit of few things I did tonight. No worries, I'll save the live tonight so you can watch it another time if you have the chance. Rico, he's motivating me to stretch more because I also want to be as flexible as you. Buddy, class tonight at 8 p.m. Watch some of the live. I can show some of the stretching there. But remember, when you go for a stretch, you don't have to go crazy. You just need to make sure you do it careful to not hurt yourself, not harm yourself. Like I'm trying to go as easy as possible, to try to avoid injuries. But at the same time, you must feel this pain. You must feel your muscles stretching, the muscles working. And after a few months, you'll see the results of the hard work. But breathing is very important. Each time you do your stretch, keep breathing. Okay, don't give up on that one. And nice and easy. Everything nice and easy. Easy and peasy. And remember, on the days, as the wind, I thought Sankara coming. The days when you train your stretch, you don't train speed and power. The days when you're gonna train speed, you're not gonna train a lot of the balance because the balance already will be there as part of it. Like today, what I'm doing here is stretch and balance. That's my aim in this morning, okay? Later in the evening, might be the same to the students, but I will never train power or impact when I'm training balance and stretch. That will be for a different day. When the body is already stretched, when the body is already kept on good balance, then I can go for some other things. You just need to divide what you are doing on the training, okay? Just to see the progress. I have a club on the door. Bowling, so I cannot watch. No problem, buddy. No problem at all. I'll keep the live saved so you can have a look at it on another night. Okay? Oh boy. Isso aí, pessoal. Vamos viver porque a vida é uma só. O tempo não para, ninguém espera por ninguém. E o ontem é passado. Então tem uns amigos aí que estão com uma pequena depressão. Vamos dar uma exercitada aí. Vocês sabem muito bem, não vou citar os nomes aqui, mas vocês mesmos já disseram no vídeo passado que os exercícios estão ajudando vocês. Então lembre-se, a depressão é um excesso de passado, esqueça o seu passado. Neste momento, quem vive de passado aqui é museu. Entendeu? Não pense no amanhã também, que amanhã é um outro dia e talvez para muitos de nós pode não chegar. Então vamos viver o aqui, o agora, o presente, o momento, esse exato momento em que a gente está aqui. E é isso, balanço de corpo. Balanço de corpo, controle de mente. A mente tem que controlar o corpo. O corpo só precisa estar treinado e manuseado. Ô Fábio, como é que você tá, irmão? Beleza? Obrigado por estar chegando com a gente aí. Obrigado por passar para dar a sua energia para nós. Aproveita aí, ó. Vamos exercitar também, irmãozinho. Vamos exercitar porque, ó, o tempo não espera por ninguém, viu? E aqueles companheiros que já estão aí um pouco mais aquecidos. É isso, irmãozinho. E como é que tá essa força? Como é que tá a família? Espero que estejam todos bem. John Benedict, there you go, your bullshit, motherfucker. Go suck it. And you know what makes me happy? That just made my morning, actually. John, thanks for coming back, buddy. Thanks for coming back to the live. Thanks for coming back, engage in the comments. Really appreciate it. So remember, guys, once again, if you are training stretch and balance, don't train speed and power, okay? Let's one thing work at once. Today, balance. Stretch and balance. Breathe, relax, make sure the body is relaxed. And then when you're gonna do the training for impact, then you can increase the speed there, but then you're gonna have to put some of the speed with the impact, with the power. And you don't really need to do a lot of balancing work in there, because the body will already be going itself. The body already going to be stretched enough. But of course, what I advise people to do all the time, keep the stretch as part of your day. In any occasion that you have, that will be good for your mobility once you keep stretching. Okay, regardless what you're doing. If you are training, or if you are just doing some jobs at home, or if you are in the office, or whatever you are doing, okay, during the day, just make sure you keep mobile. Just make sure you keep moving your body, okay? Keep the mobility, the hip, the hands, shoulders, head, the neck, okay? Keep strengthening your body all day long. You don't need to do much, but even this 1 and 2 during the day, few times is more than enough. It's better than doing nothing at all, okay? Remember. And remember, if you can move fast, when you are training, you're going to struggle a lot to move slow. When you need to work just balancing of the body, okay? Remember, working all different sorts in all different ways. One day speed, another day power, another day control, another day balance, another day reflex, another day just take rest your body, but do some meditation to work on your mind. Another day just be healthy, another day just go crazy on eating whatever you want, okay? You need to have a balance in everything what you do when you are doing some training. You need to keep this balance going, okay? Now, once you can move slow and understanding how the movement sometimes will work, you always will be able to move fast and to use and attack what you might need to use. Okay? And my big hugs today is go for John Benedict, the dickhead that comes here all the time because he cannot live without me, without watching my videos. And I know you are training there in the secret. I know it, dickhead. Oh, well, it's not as the same. It's not the way it used to be anymore. Aye. Woo! Surely, it's not the same as it was. Surely, it will not get any better. But I will be very much happy if I can maintain, at least for a little bit longer, the little bit of stretch of the body what I have left. It will be a bonus when in 5 or 10 years time I will be still able to do at least 80% what I can do right now. I remember saying that about 10 years ago. 10 years ago I was saying I will be absolutely happy if I can keep my strength until I get to my 40s and I have a little bit of flexibility left. In fact, when I got to my 30s, I decided to train a little bit harder, even harder than what I was training. And then I was not a lot more into the power like before, into the techniques only, because before I used to train a lot speed, impact, power, technique, finalization of the movements, and putting the body in the stress of being all the time being attacked or working too fast and too hard. I decided to work a little bit more on my flexibility and on the balance of my body. Just so I was thinking, when I get to my 40 years old, I'm still gonna be able to do certain things that I'm doing at the moment. And it kind of worked. And in fact, I wanted to keep 80% of my strength back then. And I can say, I'm not gonna give numbers because I'm really bad with numbers, but I can tell the 80% I wanted to get, in fact, I put it a level above than my expectation because I'm 100% plus than what I was when I was 30 with another 10 years of experience. Let's put on that way. So I aged 10 years, but this experience was great, It was absolutely fantastic. And yes, it was the time when I was actually correcting a lot of mistakes what I was doing on my training. I was correcting my body. I was fixing a lot of problems in my body, like fractures and everything else. That's why I became my sports massage therapist. That's why I went to study anatomy, physiology, and shiatsu massage. And I'm in the process of learning Tuina, which is Chinese deep tissue massage. For the fact I want to age well, I want my body to understand what's happening with it. I want to prevent injuries. I want to make sure when I am at school, I can prevent some of my students to not have some of those injuries that I had back on the days. So sometimes people ask if I would like to be a bit younger to do certain things which I was doing before. And I say no. I'm happy in the age I am right now. I'm happy with my body at the moment. I have to drop a lot of weight. When I say a lot of weight, I mean a lot. At one point back in 2010, 15 years ago, I was 137 kg. And I was still training. I was as fast as I could. And I was much faster than people half of my weight back then. But of course, I was on my 20s. So everything was easy to manage. Of course, health-wise, I was going down without realizing it. So I had to lose some weight. I had to change some of my diet. And everything worked well for me. Everything put me in the place where I can say, right, whatever I'm training right now is good for me. I'm not saying it will be good for everybody else. I'm not saying what I'm doing about my diet, about my training, about my classes, or about whatever. I'm doing the dance, martial arts, acrobatics, you name it. You can call it whatever you want. It works for me. It always did. It always helped me in many different ways. Health, financially, changed the person who I once was. So yeah, I'm glad with the moment. I'm glad at the moment. I'm glad with the future moments that I'm going to have. And yeah, whatever I'm doing right now, I believe it's working. So far, so good. Okay, guys, so I shall leave you now, and I will see you guys later on when the classes start at 8 p.m. British time, UK time. So that's when I'm gonna be at school. So there I can relax a bit more and enjoy the day. Guys, God bless all of you. Thank you very much for all of you who are here today. Okay, thanks very much, Aaron, for the subscription. I hope your wife's mother is doing a lot better now, and indeed, she will be a lot better tomorrow. And remember, just give her light exercise. Look for some physios online. They will teach how to raise the flow of the circulation, and that will really help. Okay, but just tell her to keep mobile. Okay, nice and slowly, very gentle movements. Don't go crazy. What she needs, a lot of rest, but also she needs to be moving nice and slowly to keep the flow of the blood. Okay, and here, look, that's for everyone. When you wake up in the morning, go right here. That's the thymus. There. Okay, so for 20 seconds or 30 seconds, just use the tip of your finger. 20 seconds, 30 seconds, wake up in the morning. Thymus is one of the organs responsible for the lymphatic system. Okay, for the... oh boy, my English is getting worse and worse. Oh boy. Is one of the organs responsible for the immune system. So you stimulate it in the morning, that will give you a little boost of energy. Okay, will help develop more white cells, because white cells die so easily. Okay, you can go there, nice and slowly, 20, 30 seconds in the morning. You can do a slightly stronger if you want. Just make sure you don't hurt yourself. It's not about harming yourself. It's just about waking up your body. And the same on the spleen. If you, of course, it's behind the ribs cage, but you can just stimulate that area as well for 20, 30 seconds. That will give this little boost of energy. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you all tonight. Bye for now.